All right. Let's just wait. There we go. The phone is charging. Everything looks good. Got my grape juice right here. Hope all of you guys are doing really well tonight. I started a bit early. Tonight we're just going to work. Tonight's just going to be I'm going to just get resources tonight and work on my road. So, yeah. That's what tonight's going to be. I hope you guys are doing well. Well tonight. The video, CD video is basically all, I say, like, all filmed, all taken care of. It just, I'm just gonna work on the final pieces. And I'm gonna try to get that out sometime this week. Well, no, like, probably on Friday. I'm gonna try to get it out by Friday. Before I leave to Rome. We'll see. But yeah, what are you guys up to today? I need this. I need this. And I also need this. And one more of this. Perfect. I'll put that right there. Wait a minute. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put that right there. I'll put this right here. I've been doing really well tonight. Well today. I've just been working. And, yeah, a whole bunch of different stuff like that, actually. Just working on the video, and everything is super, like, well. I can't really complain at all, no. So, we need to, fix some of this sometime. Because look at all this. This is a little bit, like, especially this. This needs some addressing later. But anywho. Here. Let's just add this right here. Well, wait a minute. I'm gonna take this. Just give me a sec. Oh. Here, we should take these guys with us. Today we're just gonna... We're gonna find a new place to, work on the quarry. Well, a quarry. We'll just find a place, get some cobblestone, and then we'll just go on from where, where we finished last time. So, yeah. Oh, The Offspring and Bad Religion. they're coming very soon, and I can't wait to like, you know, drive over and well, say that I got to see The Offspring and Bad Religion. I'm super excited. It's going to take a little bit. It is a bit of a drive, but you know, that's what I'm going to do. Ooh. So, yeah. Today at work, just give me a sec. Yeah, I think we're good now. Today at work was pretty interesting. I wasn't able to get too much done just because like there was like half power at the place I work. So it was like, you know, there wasn't that much lighting. But you know, it happens. But everything seems like it worked out. So, yeah. All right. Probably we're just going to like carve out some of the like some of the stone that we can obtain pretty easily, like this stuff. You know, that's what I'm going to be mainly focusing on when it comes to like getting how do I say, cobblestone for the road, for the big ass road. And you know, that's what we're going to do. Just a lot of that today. All right. By the way, the next time I will be streaming will be on Wednesday. Probably with the Wednesday stream, it's gonna probably be a little bit more early. Like I've been trying to I say be more accessible to people in Europe because you know there are people here in this who follow me that are from Europe, and I've been trying to you know I don't want to use the word pander, but you know like be more accessible, but you know that's the one thing. So probably like when we head into springtime, that's when I'm going to go back to my usual schedule of like in the afternoons. For me. And yeah, that will be you know the whole plan essentially. Yeah. All right. Let's just grab this. This will probably come out to YouTube tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. Like we'll like yeah. That's will that will happen tomorrow, so yeah, I also say this not just so that you guys know when these come out, but I also say this so that I can remind myself. Remember, um, upload it tomorrow. You know, I kind of need to take like besides writing it down, that's one thing. I also you know tend to repeat things sometimes. So, oop. Yeah. That will be it, really. So. Okay. I had some really good, let me say, food on Sunday. I went out with my family and we got some, you know, um, Asian dishes, and those were really delicious. I really enjoy getting like rice-based dishes that I can like, you know, have like spicy stuff. Ooh. Oh. Oh well. I guess we should carve this out a little bit too, actually. Alright. Just give me a sec. Perfect. Let's see. It does a little bit compromise me, though. Alright. Let's just, ooh. Take care of it. There you go. You can have a little buddy. Now put this right here. There. So next time, I will remember. Oh, we need this. Oh yeah. Need to get rid of this. You know what? Let's just continue the lighting project. So we will just go ahead and keep lighting up the place. Just so that, like, more monster encounters continue to decrease. You know. There we go. Deal with it. Uh-oh. There we go. Here, let's help him out. Come on. Here, let's just fill in this hole. Perfect. Woo! Excellent. Wow, look at this place. It's looking better and better. Alright. Alright. Come on. Forget me out. Yep, he forgot about me. Ugh. Misspeaking a little bit. That's fine, though. It's completely fine. I do that. I try not to, because then I get a little bit insecure, but, you know. I'm just human. I'm a, you know. that. All right. Here, let's just plant some of these here. All right. Now, let's continue the project. All right. Let's see. I got my everything packed, and I know I've been saying that, but like, I don't know. Right now, I'm just chilling, trying to think about like, oh, what would you guys wish to talk about? And I've watched a couple interesting videos today. Like as I was getting the stream stuff ready, and just other stuff in general, And I watched this one interesting video about like SpongeBob and its relationship to religion. If any of you guys are curious, I will likely link the video in the description when this comes out to YouTube. Just in case any of you guys are interested. But yeah, and it's it kind of explores cults and like different like examples of when religion is mentioned in SpongeBob, which there is very few, but it kind of like shows some examples in like I say Neptune, Trident, and like Poseidon being name dropped in the show. And then like there was this whole thing about like the shell toy that makes these decisions, and then like I say Squidward. Then Squidward in that episode is like doubting the shell and a whole bunch of interesting things like that. And now thinking about like that episode after watching that video, it made me say, huh. Now looking back at it, it was like the show, it's not that deep, but it's also, but in some instances like that, I'm not saying SpongeBob is deep, but it's an interesting like idea for an episode, I like when like shows will throw like will throw you something like that, and then like it's interesting. Hi, welcome to the stream, Prussian Mummy 18. We'll be here temporarily. Well, it's always great to have you here. Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Prussian 18? Well, Prussian Mummy 18. How has it been? It's been a while. Well, Alright. Interesting. I was talking about a video I was watching earlier, and it was about SpongeBob and its relationship to religion. Specifically, like, the person was talking about, like, examples when like secret societies and like, you know, the different like Neptune, Trident, and like also Poseidon are mentioned in the show, and it's interesting. It is. I don't know if you'll find that interesting, but you know, I thought it was pretty interesting. But what have you been up to recently? Oh. Hmm. Probably typing. Probably. I do. Some secret societies. Bohemian Club. Yeah. Yeah. The Bohemian Club. It's been like a little bit of a while. Was watching a Walter Lewin lector video. I do not know that creator. Interesting. There we go. I'm currently working on a giant bridge. I'm actually going to show you in just one sec. Well, no, it's not a bridge, but it's a road. It's called the Big Ass Road Initiative. It's not like the Belt and Road Initiative, if you know what I mean. Interesting. I had to look at that. Like, very fascinating. Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah. Astronomers. Hmm. Interesting. Um. How do I say this? This is going. I'm trying to figure out how I should put this. Oh, I leave to Rome. Uh, next weekend actually. So, this and Wednesday is going to be the last two streams until I get back from Rome, and yeah, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can for tonight. So I'm gonna be in it for the long haul. So you know. Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah, yeah. By the way, it is like I say this. Yeah, like it's always fun having you here. It, like, to be honest with you, like, uh, if we're in, well, a bit of a disclaimer to the people on YouTube. I know Prussian Mummy 18 personally, so um, yeah, just for the people on YouTube. But I just want to let you know, Prussian Mummy 18. I very much enjoy having you here. You're really fun to have in the stream, and you know, it adds an extra layer of interesting discussion. You know, so yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking, you know what? Like, just wanted to say I very much appreciate you. So, There we go. Yes, absolutely. Like, how do you say this? Uh, it's rare. It's rare in people nowadays to hold merit such in conversations. Yeah, how do you say this? I very much like. Mm, it's fun having like discussions like you know intellectual discussions about interesting stuff. And it's like I say, I don't know. Well, I kind of have an idea why there's like this whole idea of like intellectual, like the anti-intellectual movement, like the people who say no, don't learn, don't like try to find meaningful things and like that kind of stuff. I understand, but also part of me thinks no, why? But I don't know. And like the appreciation for art too. You know, they live as a documentary at this point. Yeah, honestly, like I do think that when a society um does not find value in or beauty in art, in all different kinds of art, I do think like that is like shows like a sickness in like you know idiocracy too. That fucking government, man. Yes, absolutely. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that movie because like how do you say this? That's literally the kind of like situation that like some people believe in, like acting like the president from that movie. Actually, everyone wants things dumbed down and like you know insults their intelligence and everything. Like that's that one thing. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today, the Dead Crow. Actually, I remember when I first watched Idiocracy. I remember watching that movie, and I was like saying there would be no way that you know that kind of world would occur, but sometimes, yeah. Ooh, let me just put this away. Perfect. I think that's enough cobblestone for right now. Stupidity is at the peak. Absolutely. I mean, people dwelling so much in complexity. Yeah, absolutely. I I do think that complex topics must be accessible to the general populace. I do agree. I do agree. Like honestly, mm, well, I understand for like certain topics, like philosophy is a great example, Like some people think that you have to be like a Pluto. No, not Pluto. Uh, Pluto. Let me think. Well, I'm trying to think. Plato. That was the philosopher I was thinking about. You have to be a Socrates or a Plato or all these other kinds of people or Friedrich Nietzsche to like, you know, think about these kinds of differing topics. One person I think achieves that is Frederick Mansion. Interesting. But I don't know. You know, there was this channel that I used to watch, and they would talk about like philosophy, and they would talk about like all these different ideas in and try to make them accessible. You know, just so that like people can like have a genuine a general idea. You know, like everyone who talks about Friedrich Nietzsche, like you can't put Nietzsche into like a box, a singular box, and try to generalize him. No, that man is very mm, complex. These people are the elitists, are the main problem, and a huge pain in the ass. Their general gatekeeping from other people, also putting themselves pedestal. Yeah. You know, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. I was watching a person on TikTok um, a month ago, and it was like talking about like gatekeeping when it comes to like alternative subcultures, like punk and everything. And this one person was like talking about like people new to the punk scene, for example, and like judging like these new people into the scene and being like, oh, you don't know this, that means you're not punk or you're not emo or whatever, right? And this other creator was talking about how, it's our job as, people in the scene in order to help people learn, and like by learning and like not being so judgmental, that we can, we can try to stop having like people having a bad idea of what these alternative subcultures are about, and having like difficult discussions when it comes to like fashion, when it comes to like I say like all these other kinds of like things, Yes, they are. They are everywhere. Yeah, especially when it comes to vinyl record community. You know, yeah. I Nietzsche is the philosopher to defy all. Yes, yes, I agree. Honestly, like he's probably one of like all different kinds of philosophers are how do you say influential in their own way, but I would say in our current world right now, I would say that Nietzsche would have to be like, you know, like regardless of like who you are or anything, like I think you can find like very like moving things about, Nietzsche. I do think this. even like a surface level view of Nietzsche would, I think, be beneficial to a person that is trying to find meaning. To me, at least, when it comes to Nietzsche, like when you feel like there's a lack of meaning and there's like, how do I say, religion isn't doing it for you, you do need to try to like create that meaning for yourself in a world that seems like there isn't any meaning. You know what I mean? And when it comes to like a positive view on life, like, you know, I think that, if you can try to, you know, make those positive changes and say, you know what, this is my new drive. This, like, that kind of thing is, like, very important, I think, when it comes to Nietzsche. Yes. Yeah. But, that's just one thing. You have to go? Okay. You have a great night, a Prussian Mummy 18. Uh, Jedi Crow, you're still in the stream? How did your stream go? There we go. Good was chilled. That's good to hear, man. That's good. You know, I say, what's that called? Um, you were doing very good commentary. I'm very proud of you. I think that you're gonna do really well going forward. You've actually inspired me to say, you know what, maybe I can like play a little bit of Cult of the Lamb. That's not. It would be pretty cool. I could start my own cult. Oh dear. Like I always wanted, I guess. Oh dear. How am I gonna get down here? Oh well. Mm. Ah. I don't know how my. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let me just do this. Perfect. Ooh. My arm's hurting me a little bit, but that's okay. Alright. Perfect. I'm drinking grape juice again. I love this stuff. So invigorating. But yeah, no, this is all the progress I've made really recently. As you can see, oh, I don't want to fall. we made it all the way up here, and now the plan is to, I guess. Ooh. Hold up. Just give me a sec. Let's see. Let's see how far we have to go. You know what? I was gonna make a head down here, but no, we still need to go extra far. Ooh. So now we need to cut through here and then head this way towards that mountainside. So, you know what we're going to do? Now it's time to just keep on going. So, yeah. Tonight, after the stream, I'm going to probably watch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe from the 80s. I'm probably going to do that. And, I'm just excited for that He-Man movie. It's going to be really cool. Do any of you guys like He-Man? And the Masters of the Universe. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wait. By the power of Grayskull, I am the power. I know I wasn't born for that time, but boy, does it just sound like a wild time to be alive, you know? If any of you guys have watched He-Man, who is your favorite character? I guess. And also the world of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is super crazy. In case none of you know, in the world of He-Man, his mother took a spaceship and then crash landed on the planet where all these different characters are from. And learning about Castle Grayskull and also the lore surrounding the creation of the He-Man universe is really interesting. The idea of He-Man, without action figures, the He-Man in the creation of it wouldn't have happened. The show and then everything else that came afterwards, that kind of stuff. It was all because of Mattel. Which is very interesting. And now we're getting a live action movie sometime during the summer. And it's going to be really cool. I actually have a action figure, and it is, at the time I did not know who it was exactly, but when I watched He-Man for the first time back in 2015, 2016, that's when I was like, oh shoot, it's the guy. It is Skeletor. Yeah. I also had like a, well, I don't know where it is now. It's probably like like somewhere out there in the world. But when I was growing up, I had another one of the He-Man characters. It was a guy that had like a helmet, and he had like a mm, he had these big um, pieces of armor on the sides, and he was a pretty interesting character. Yeah. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yay! We got an ender pearl, and we also got some grass. Awesome. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, those were the days. Also, how do you say this? Oh, I guess I have to get rid of this. So well. Uh, Here, let me just put these everywhere. Okay. So I need to direct it this way. Okay. But yeah, how's everyone's day been? Anything interesting with you guys? All right. There we go. Outside of just like work today, I no, I've just been busy all day really. Woke up early and then just had to work. Came back, did some filming, had some dinner, basically, and then just started streaming today, and that's it. And just watched a video or two. So you know that kind of stuff. Tomorrow, like I will be like working on stuff, yes, but I will also just be like relaxing a little bit because you know I don't know. I get a little bit tired out when just keep working, but you need to take breaks when you can from stuff. I can't wait for like this Friday and Saturday. That's when I will, you know, be outside the country and then like I don't know, just appreciate like you know seeing a different country. So yeah, yeah. Sometimes how I answer, like yeah, it's kind of silly to me a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I like to have fun. Silly stuff. I like to tell jokes and all that stuff. I can't be serious all like 100% of the time. I can be serious, yeah, but Oh no. Some people like the idea of like, oh, you can still. Well, actually, this is a thing I don't like about people. Some people think in order to be mature, you can't have fun. Like some people, like genuinely do think that. Like they think like some people who are like in their early 20s, some people will think, oh, because like, I need to act this certain way that I can't have fun. Like anytime I try to do something, someone will say, no, 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 you can't do that. And then like when I say, hey, can I do this alternative wise? Like, no. It's like we can still have fun, right? I don't know. It's interesting. Well, it's not interesting. I just think it's misguided personally. So, yeah, honestly, like, I don't know. I think I've really, like, I have grown as a person, yeah. And, like, a part of me, like, when I see, like, people also going through their 20s, they, like, make these certain decisions or, like, have a certain type of attitude about stuff. And, like, I'll say, okay, you don't have to take yourself too seriously. You can still, like, enjoy life or, be realistic and all. I don't know. I this that's kind of like my realization about stuff. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, hey. Mm. Hold up. I need that extra reach. That's the good thing about this spear, though. I have to give the spear that. It's really useful for like the reach for things like that. And I don't have to get too up close and personal. So, yeah. Actually speaking of weapons, um I don't know if any of you guys are interested in like weapons as in like replicas or anything like that, like javelins and not even just like replica javelins, but just like weapons in general. And just to be clear, like responsible use, obviously. But like, I don't know. I find it interesting. If any of you guys have watched Supernatural, the show, oh my god, that I will bring up occasionally. There is this I say replica of the cult, which I say this in the show Supernatural. The cult, which was made by Samuel Colt, has the ability to kill any monster except 5 kind of beings. Okay? And I saw this replica of the cult. And was like, oh yeah, I would love to have that. And it even has like, the ammunition for the Colt. It's not a functioning firearm, to be clear. But no, it's unfortunately sold out. Like, I'm gonna try to find a version or a replica of that because it would be super cool. Like when it comes to like fictional, weapons, and I will talk about like real weapons in just a sec, but like, I don't know. I tried to find like a real like metal sword of the demon blade from Adventure Time, and like it was kind of hard. Like I found like one that's like a foam one, which it is good, right? Don't get me wrong, but I do want like an actual like real sword. Well, actually, funny thing about swords. When I was growing up, actually, like, it's not uncommon, I think, for like, well, especially when you're younger, like a kid or something, you would want a themed birthday or something, and I wanted a pirate themed one. Okay, and I can't remember, but it was one of my relatives, and they actually got me a sword. And when we would go over to my dad's house, like the sword itself was pinned to a wall, and it was being like held with like 2 pins right here, and was like, it was really cool. Obviously, I wasn't able nor allowed to hold it, but I would have been given permission when I was older. But yeah, I don't know where that sword is now, but I would love to get my hands back on that sword. And when it comes to like other other fictional, replica weapons that I would love to get my hands on, it is the first blade from Supernatural. And if you don't know what the first blade is from Supernatural, go watch the show first off, and then you'll know. But spoiler alert for those who don't. The first blade was used by Cain in the show. And when I'm talking about Cain, I'm talking about Cain and Abel, those people from the Bible. And Cain took the lower jaw of an animal and made it use the sword. Well, it was kind of like a dagger, kind of. That's how, it's not long like a sword, but it's certainly not like a traditional, knife. But, yeah, no, he used it on his brother, Abel, because in the show, Supernatural, Lucifer was trying to manipulate Abel, and Cain in the show had like said to Lucifer that um if how do you say this? If he took the mark of Cain, which in the show, it's a prison and key for the darkness, Amara, who is God's sister in the show. But anywho, like, if Cain was to kill Abel, Abel's soul would go to heaven. And he does this. And he is cursed to wander the earth. And if you know, that stuff, well, in the Bible, that is kind of his curse. If you, I enjoy studying religion and everything, and mythology in general. And, no, I thought it was an interesting way of, taking that story and, making it into, for the show. And also for people who are not, who don't know about the source material. But, yeah, that was a really long explanation for the first blade. But yeah, I would love to, have the first blade replica from this one website called Iron and Steel, I believe. But they also have a replica of Ruby's blade. Ruby's dagger. And in the show Supernatural, more spoilers for those uninitiated, but Ruby's dagger, up until the point that Ruby is introduced into Supernatural, the only way to take out a demon was to either exorcise them or use the cult to permanently put them down. Well, no, the exorcism would not kill a demon. No, it would just send them back to hell, But with Ruby's dagger, that's when the idea of you can permanently put a demon down with this dagger started to be used in Supernatural. But when angels were introduced in season 4, season 4, because that's when Castiel comes in. The idea of angel blades were introduced, and then Ruby's dagger became less important. But it's been a part of the series for years, a whole decade, even more than a decade, I would say, a decade and a half. But it actually brings up angel blades, which I would love to have an angel blade. It's kind of also like a dagger, kinda, but it's a little bit longer, just a little bit, and this blade is able to put down not just demons, but it was also able, to just, I say this. It's able to kill demons, hellhounds, reapers, even other kinds of monsters, and even other angels, which, that's after season 5 into season 6. There's that whole civil war that happens in heaven when Raphael takes over heaven, and he's fighting against Castiel, who has become a seraph. Which, if you know about angels, and when you look at a topic like angelology, when you learn about angelology and like, you know, the ranking of angels. A seraph is like, you know, a seraphim, which in Hebrew I believe like it's translated to the burning ones, but like they are like extremely powerful. In the show, archangels are like more powerful than seraph, but when you actually like I say learn about like angelology, seraphim are extremely high on that like I they surpass how do you say archangels, Ophirium, and like cherubim, obviously, and like other stuff like that. It's an interesting thing. Yeah. Is there any other weapons I'm thinking about from Supernatural specifically? No, I think that's all. I think that's all of them I can think of off the top of my head, at least. Do any of you guys like Supernatural? If so, who's your favorite character? And also goes for the YouTube audience too. What's your favorite Supernatural character? When it comes to me, like, obviously everyone's going to say Castiel because Castiel is Castiel. Everyone loves Castiel, right? There's also, well, I liked Sam more than I did Dean, but that's not a jab at Dean. I also liked Dean, but Sam was more like my favorite. So, excuse me. Yep, those were the days. Supernatural. Excuse me. Oh, um, I have to look for it, but I loved Cass, like, how do you say this? For the uninitiated, I can't speak today. Uninitiated. Oof, sorry. Um, I was like, and I mean this was years ago. I'll have to look for it, and maybe I might do it as a cosplay. That would be super fun. But I in high school when I was a freshman. I know I keep bringing up like my days in like school and high school and all this stuff. It's been like years, but like honestly, like you know, it is also like a lot of life experience, even though like it really isn't kinda, but it still is, and it is relevant to my story here. But I remember like when I was a freshman in high school, I was like, we went to a thrift shop, okay, and we were looking for a trench coat like Castiel, and that's Cass, Castiel, which is Cass. But anywho, Yeah, we eventually did find a trench coat that was like, you know, same color, same like, size and everything. It was really awesome. I did not like we were going to like get everything else, but eventually it didn't really work out. And I also have a funny story too where like how do you say this? If you ever walk like near a Victoria's Secret or something, and like in a Victoria's Secret, you can find how do you say like plastic models of either plastic or styrofoam, but or anything like that, styrofoam. But the models had angel wings, and then I would look in there, and then like my mom would say, "What? You're looking?" Like she gave me a little bit uh, of a look, like, "Oh, come on," or stuff like that. And I was turning so red. I was like, "No, no, no." I was just looking at the angel wings because, supernatural, and like, yeah, I was thinking about like, I say like spraying some angel wings so I could get like black wings, and like I can like do a Castiel with that. But maybe when I like can actually do that kind of cosplay thing, that would be pretty cool. Like I can try to get like a hairstyle like Castiel, and then I can actually do that. Yeah, that would be super cool. And then I could also use that kind of thing for like another kind of cosplay I would love to do. And that would be like, well, it's not a cosplay, but I could use it, like repurpose it for like other things, like for like a Halloween, or just for like a cool creative project. I would love to like dress up as the Angel of Death, and that would be pretty cool. And if any of you guys know the name Samael, like besides like the I say the Hellboy character, then you know about well, that's well, when it comes to Samael in like theology and mythology in general, like you may be asking, why do I use theology slash mythology? Like I use these words interchangeably because that's how I perceive it. Yes, and like you know that's it really. Um, but anywho, it's actually, wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it. I have a I have a lot of books. Okay, I have a lot of differing topics, and like of course fiction books and everything. But let me see if I can find it, because I'm just thinking about it now. Just give me a sec. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. I actually am also like besides like watching He-Man or something like that. I might also just reread the Zohar, which the Zohar is how you say um it's kind of an exploration into Kabbalah and like other kinds of things in that world. I'll just put this right here for right now. The Zohar. But how do you say this? Um yeah, no, just give me a sec. Samael is kind of compared to like mm, well that okay that's another how do you say giant, and I mean like real big giant like Pandora's box. Oh. When it comes to like the exploration of like a character like the devil, like when it come like if you ever like read critically like like these different theological texts, like it would kind of be comparable to put like Samael like the devil, yes, and like compare like Lucifer to like Satan, and Satan being Samael. But even then, like the idea of like I say Satan isn't necessarily like one particular kind, well, one particular person. Like there can be many Satans because like they were how do you say this, it's kind of I need to get pickaxe. When it comes to like how do you say like it's not just adversary that the name or a name Satan is, but it's also like accuser as well. Like there's like a long history. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a little bit more, it is a bit complex, yeah. And it requires a lot of, studying, obviously. But I would really recommend for you guys to learn about it unless you're interested, obviously. Like I find this kind of stuff very interesting because it's fascinating. And even like the name Lucifer too, like kind of, well, if you look at the text, well, when you read the text itself, like where the name Lucifer is named, like how do you say this? How should I put this? It's more in reference to a king, actually. And also, like, I believe that it's supposed to also be a reference to Jupiter. No. It's one of the celestial planets. I'm trying to think. Venus. Yeah, that's it. Venus. Like, there's that whole section like if it sounds like I'm like me- remembering it vaguely, it is. And plus, like, well, how do you say this? It is, and I mean a lot of information. And obviously, I encourage other people to read more into it because like, yeah, very long, very dense kind of stuff. But all right. Yeah, let's just put this right here. There. All right, let's see. Yes. I think that's enough. Yeah. All right. All right, let's just keep going. All right. But again, I don't want to bore you guys with that kind of topic because again, like, I enjoy learning about it and like just genuinely studying it. And there's a lot of people who don't like learning about things like this. And I mean a real shame. It really is. Like you can learn a lot of interesting things and learn about them in a critical, well, not even in a critical, but even in like an academic kind of way, and just like say, wow, this is very fascinating, and broaden your horizons that way, you know? All right. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting even more good stuff. All right. Ooh. Come under my spell. Sorry, I was just thinking about like the Creeper song, just like songs by Creeper. I was gonna say. All right, there we go. Oh, Here, let's just get rid of this. Perfect. Alright, let's just get rid of this charger. Now we are at 95% on my phone. Perfect. This is going amazing. Perfect. All right. Oh my goodness, my neck. It hurts. We're just going to keep going this way until we run out. All right. And so far, we're doing excellent, you know? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Perfect. Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now let's just put all this extra stuff away. We're going to have a lot of cobble. And you know what? That's good. That's great, actually. Because then we have, like, everything we need in order to, you know, just keep growing. Oh, come on. Give me a sec. I'm trying to get everything from here. This is probably going to be my limit on, like, how far I'm going to expand. Like, down here in the mine. Just because, you know. That's probably going to be it. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, cool. Oh, perfect. Hey. What's up, dude? There you go. Here, let's just light up more of this. I remember when this was just like a giant death trap, essentially. But now it's become not really a death trap, no. And we did this. Well, I did this, but you know, like you guys saw like how this thing transformed. All right, here we go. You know what to do. There we go. I keep getting more dirt. Jeez. What? Uh-oh. Awesome. Here, let's just keep expanding the light towards these locations. Come on, golems. Perfect. Here, let's just mess with these guys. Give me a sec. Let's just charge at him. Come on. Perfect. Alright, come on. Let's go. Alright, let's just go and head back to our area. Man, I love this thing. The knockback on this is... It is strong, yes, but it's not like... But man, is it useful. Boy. Uh-oh, sorry. Oh, cool. Ooh, come on. Ooh, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Say hi. Ooh. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Man, do I feel a little bit more safer. Come on. Hey, you. Come. Deal with him. Yeah, come on. You want to dance? Meet your death. Ooh. Oh well. Death to them looks like this. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh. 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 Grab him. Okay. Maybe not always do I feel safe. Oh my god. Deal with him. Deal with him. Oh. You know what? I can't always depend on these guys. They've just proved it to me. You guys suck. No, you guys are useful, but boy, do you guys suck sometimes. Okay. Ooh. I take it back. They're actually doing a pretty good job. Perfect. Alright, we are here at the Bridge of Light. These guys can get really overwhelmed. They are powerful, yes, iron golems are, but with enough creatures, you can really overwhelm them. Like, that is the downside of golems, iron golems specifically, but they are excellent for, like, you know, some additional protection. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I would definitely appreciate it. Oh. There we go. Well, no. There we go. I don't really need this, so... Let me just take care of this. Took care of a bot. That's the one thing I don't really care for. All the bots. It's not just a Twitch thing, but you know, it's an everywhere thing. I don't know if, well, I do believe in some way that dead internet theory is real. Like, I do believe in that in some capacity, but like, I don't know. And let's just keep going. This is going to be a really long road, though. Oh my goodness. I wasn't kidding when I called this the long ass road. Like, this is just going to be like. Boy, this is going to take forever, but you know what? That's fine. Sometimes things do take forever until, it actually happens. Ooh, my hand's cramping a little bit. And when the sun goes down, that's when I'll add all the lighting. Alright. Oh, yeah. Here, let me just put these extras right here. Perfect. Perfect. I'm very proud of myself that I am building this and it's just going fantastic, Ooh. Alright. Perfect. You see how long it actually takes just to make one section? And we're almost partially halfway to that part of the valley. Oh, yeah. Woo, boy. You know what? I'm gonna probably when we hit the center here, that's when we will start uh, protruding that way. Like we'll head straight this way, and then we'll head that way. Yeah, that'll probably be it. A part of me thinks, oh, we should have some fencing, but you know what? I don't know. Would probably be a good idea. Maybe in the future I can update this and just add some fences to make sure that people don't fall. Well, it's just gonna be me, but this is where people are going to well, actually when we hit around there, that's when we will add the like, ability to I say this. That's when we will hop over to that side, just to make it more easy, I guess. Yeah, let's just be very careful. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let's just keep going. There we go. Perfect. All right. Are we still live? Yes, we are. All right. I'm just making sure, just because like sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh, are we still good? Yeah, we are. And plus, I'm just focusing on getting this done and like, look at this. This is fantastic. You know, I'm very proud that well, I brought up how I was proud. I am proud that look at this. We built this and it's going to make things a lot more easier to like get around partially. Wow. Looks like we're still doing well. The time is 9:23 my time. Central Standard Time. We're doing just great. Oh. Probably after we get all this layer done, that's when we will probably head back to the base and then just end the stream. Probably when we get to that phase, but we are slowly but surely getting closer. So, yeah. Now we should light this place up like a can. Well, light this place up like New York City. New York. Dun, 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 dun. New York City. All right. Hmm. All right. Perfect. There we go. Just a Vision Video shirt I'm wearing. It is a well. Let me think. We won't see Vision. Well, Dusty Gannon. Um, he has his new band that. How do you say? Just released a recent song actually, and no, it's a good one. Yeah, and I have a big amount of respect for Dusty. He's really cool. I got to meet him um, when Vision Video was still a thing, and yeah, no, I got to talk to him, and he's really nice and insightful, and yeah, he goes by Goff Dad actually too, and he also streams here on Twitch. So I would definitely recommend you to go and like support him. He's really good, really cool guy. Also on my Instagram, I have a picture of me and him. So all right. All right. All right. We're getting so close. I'm super excited. Oh my goodness. Ah, this is going to be awesome. Here. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close. Ah! All right. And look at all those creepers. Jeepers creepers. Oh my gosh. Ooh. You know what? Let's give them a little present. Let's see it transpire. Hold up. Perfect. For our entertainment. Are you not entertained? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, yes, perfect, perfect. I'm super happy. Yes, yes, yes. And we have a lot of cobblestone to go. So, yeah. Woo! Yippee! Alright. You have to be very, very careful. Okay. 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 Ooh. This is very scary. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at all that death. And all those creepers too. Oh my goodness. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Oh, let me put the dollar horse back there. Oh my goodness, look at my armor. It's just done for. You see, like, right over here? That's where we're going to start, like, heading towards. Yeah. That's going to be the major turning point for our project. Like, eventually, we're going to get to the end and it's just going to be perfect. This has taken like a couple streams to complete, but you know what? That's just kind of like the whole point. That's kind of like the the game. Some things, you know, we're just going to just keep pushing until it's considered not possible or we eventually achieve it, you know? And in this game, Minecraft, and also in Hytale, you know, we are like anything is truly possible. By the way, I don't. We're probably like maybe when we get this project done, and like when I get back from Rome, I can probably do a couple Hytale streams in New Earth actually, the series. So, well, I haven't made too many streams on Hytale to make it a series, but I'm gonna try my best to make it more of a thing, you know? So, yeah. That will be the, you know, what we're going to be doing. Hmm. Cool. All right. Perfect. I was just thinking I talked about a lot of like things today. I really have. Especially when it came to like supernatural especially and just theology a bit. And you know what? I don't know. I think it's incredible. I'm gonna be honest with you, like when it comes to like some of my friends, like they like some are interested in the same things I am, but then there's like topics like that where like, you know, it's a little bit more harder for people to relate to me unless, you know, like they also have an interest in those kinds of things and you know, like I take up my like the interest of my other friends and be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But when it comes to this, sometimes like it's a little bit hard to like connect. And I don't necessarily blame them for like, you know, just having a hard time when it comes to like talking about theology and mythology. And broader things like that. Like, and also I don't really get to talk about it as much as I would like to. Music, yes. Like, that's not something that. Well, sometimes it's an issue for like some people, and you know, they're entitled to their opinion when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah, but when it comes to like this type of topic, well, those kinds of topics specifically, it's more of a challenge for folks. And we'll see. All right. And this is where we are going to start heading this direction and then just head down the mountain that way. And then we'll just need more and more stacks of cobblestone just to complete this part of the journey. And you know what? This has been a journey. This really has been. Some of this will be incomplete, and you know what? That's completely fine. All right. Oh, there's an ocelot. Cool. All right. All right, let's head back. Well, here, let's just do it this way. I should also make a road that leads, well, I say this. This road should lead to one that then leads to Mount Utopia. That should be like a project I should look into soon. But obviously, these kinds of things take time, you know? As I said earlier. I will probably get more, like, go into creative and get more Iron Golem stuff because, like, they are very useful and it helps me, like, not get distracted and die more when it comes to, you know, mobs. But, yeah. Oh. There we go. Let's look at it from here. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, that is fantastic. Alright, let's see. Alright. Okay, we're heading home right now. Here. I did say that we would get, like, harvest, but you know what? We're not going to do that today. We're just going to probably maybe do that in the next stream. That will probably be it, you know? Excuse me. All right. Okay, we're almost there. We are almost home. Let's see. We got this road and we have like all this really cool, amazing stuff. You know what? Here, let's just. Well, this place has a lot of golems, but let's just add some more. Oh. Oh wow! Look. Here, let's hold up. Hey, you two. There you go. What? Oh, okay. There you go. But I gave... Okay. How was the build? Really good. We've accomplished a lot. We're gonna... Wait. Oh. Yeah, it's been good. Just give me a sec. Yeah. There. Let's just connect to these guys here. The road's just going really well. Here, you. Come here. It's going to take a little bit more to, you know, get everything ready, but, you know. It's going to take a longer time to get my road to the opposite area. So, oh well. Let's just get some sleep. And then I will end the stream. So just give me a sec. Here. We will end it right here. Alright, this will be the end for now. I will be back on Wednesday. Probably maybe around like 6. No, just I'm not going to finish the end of that sentence. maybe at like 7:20. I don't know. Maybe that will be good. 7:20 Central Standard Time, Wednesday. And yeah, that'll probably be it. I hope you guys have a great night, day, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you're watching this over on YouTube. Yeah, I'm really excited for like just what more cool stuff we're gonna do with Utopia. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. Take care. Stay safe. Also, stay happy and healthy. So take care.